It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Texans and the Commanders, all that and more.
Throwing to start the drive. Gibson. He finds his man. Complete. That's Pearson. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Gibson. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
A part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game, to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
So here's Washington now in excellent field position to start things out. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. So they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And he's going to have a Commander's first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. They just pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone, because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
On the give, here's Robinson. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Watkins. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be out of field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the Texans are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 8 yards there, getting him out of danger. It's a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Out from the shadows of their goal line. Here's 1st and 10 from the 11. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, Gibson. And again back to Kmet. To throw on 2nd down. Gibson got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st? And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gibson. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. Touchdown, Houston. Josh Palmer, 38 yards. And the Texans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Point after here coming up. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Josh Palmer. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 10. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
That's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run this one right with Robinson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Deontay Hardy back deep.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 3rd down, Gibson.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
The Texans send the punter out. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. They'll look to throw here.
Open man Lamb. It's complete.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The end result, 21 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Robinson up the middle.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down.
Really talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
On 1st and 10, Gibson
Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run again with Hunt. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. To throw on 2nd down, Gibson. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Gibson. And his throw here is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Gibson. Trying to lay one up deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't come in. To throw on 3rd down, Gibson.
Gets the dump off to Pierce.
And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Blocked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On 4th down, Gibson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. Completion here to Claypool.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. Ended up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
They'll run here with Robinson. And he'll snag about 5 yards down in the 32. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. Flush to, and he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think we already know that this guy's going to be ready when they ring the bell for week 1. That play, almost routine for him, but still, nice to know that he's still got it.
Robinson is in. Touchdown, Washington.
Well, the big play prior to this one got him down there, and they're able to stick it in on the very next snap.
And I think those last 2 plays, that's what you're talking about, balance, right? Big pass play, puts them in position, turn right around and hand it off, and you've got a running play that finishes it off in the end zone.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
And now out comes Houston. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride the offense this go-around. Now he dumps this off over the middle. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion and give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this will be taken at the 13. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Commanders preparing for their next possession. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return.
And the Texans will take over.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Gibson.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. Pierce will try to pick it up.
And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st down, Gibson.
Open man is Quintez Cephas.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10.
Down at the 31. Back to throw. Gibson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Pearson.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. He's one of the bigger receivers in the game, CD, and his size that time certainly helped against double coverage.
Yeah, you're still at a little bit of a disadvantage when you're going against multiple defenders when they're trying to double you and sometimes triple you. But you're exactly right. With his build, he could minimize that disadvantage, and he more than held his own and hauled that one in right there.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Hunt will try going up the middle. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gibson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texans. Josh Palmer ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Texans are once again back in front. in the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Josh Palmer.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start with the option.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw here.
Throws the out route and finds Claypool.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 14, 1st down Commanders.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Open man completes it to Claypool.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Hand off now to Robinson.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Escaping the pressure right.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
They'll set up a throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Brian Robinson Jr.
ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room.
Throwing to start the drive. Gibson. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Gibson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and 3. To the end zone, but not. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That was quite the call down around the goal.
Second half starts with a run by Gibson.
Gets around him. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.